What's up everyone, Drew Manning with Fit2MASS.com here. Today is April 29th, 2013, and we are bringing you our week 3 weigh-in of Fit2MASS. Let me tell you a little bit about how this last week was, because it was difficult. I was on the road for 3 days in Arizona. I stayed in a hotel room, my meals were provided for me, and so a lot of stuff was out of my control, which makes things a lot harder when you're trying to stay on track with a meal plan and a workout program. But go look at my YouTube videos that I uploaded recently, and that kind of shows you what I did to stay on track. So it's not impossible, that's for sure, but it makes it tougher, and I understand that. But it was pretty cool. But we'll see how I did today based on how I did those last few days of last week. Phase 2 of Fit2MASS starts today, so be prepared. The workouts get a little bit tougher. But this is all to challenge our body. Remember, without struggle, or strength is a product of struggle. Sorry, I forgot that for a second. Okay, last week I weighed in at 194.2. Let's see where I'm at this week. All right. All right. 196 even, we'll call it. So that's about that's almost 2 pounds that I gained, which is somewhat expected. A lot of the foods that I had to eat were, somewhat on track with my Fit2MASS meal plans. But at the same time, I don't know exactly what was in them. There's probably a lot of added salt. So some of that's probably some water weight. So anyways, keep sticking with it, guys.
Hey everybody, week 3 Fit2MASS down in the books. This week was a challenging week for me as well. As Drew mentioned, he was out of town on business for a few days, which meant that I had to hold down the fort. I had to do a lot of work, still take care of the 2 kids, take care of the house. It was a lot of stress, and to be honest, I didn't do as great in my meal plans this week. I went out with some friends, had sushi one night for a birthday celebration. I had a cookie, I also had a cupcake, and so it was hard. I'm human, I know you're human. I'm sure that there are some weeks where you do better than others, and I think the important thing is to do the best that you can and brush yourself off and push and try to do harder next week. And I did really well in still doing the workouts, even though Drew was gone, which meant I had to get up at 5 a.m. and push through them, and that was hard as well. But it's over and done with, and I'm glad that I pushed through and at least completed the workouts, and hoping that next week's a little bit better. So let's jump on the scale and see how I did this week. I know last time I was 119. And this week I'm 119.4. So I gained 0.4 pounds. Hopefully it was good weight. I did notice that I increased in my strength. I increased it in all of my lifts. I was able to finish all of the reps. And of course now we're switching up the workout routine that's gonna be even harder. So here's to week 4, and hopefully we start seeing good results.